Just a couple of seconds to go for market open, and we'll have rates coming up on the index, and then we'll go across and look at stocks. The Nifty is up about 20 points, so it's a more settled kind of open, 24,486 or so. The Nifty Bank is up about 0.1, that's 50 points, 70 now. Mid and small cap indices 0.18, a 100-point bump on the mid cap index. The big outperformer yesterday, of course, was the mid cap index. Small caps lesser so yesterday, about 0.25% higher on small caps as well to begin the day. For the Nifty and the Nifty Bank, it's quickly kind of sort of blinking. It's turned into the red, but barely so. So it's a little directionless this morning as we begin the trading session. The heat map, and then, of course, straight into individual and specific names that are opening up. It's mixed, as the Nifty itself is indicated. Mahindra on one side, and I think on the other side, you've got a couple of these pharma names, Sun, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's. Surabhi.
Okay, so M&M holding on to that 2% gain for the time being. Nifty is suddenly blinking a little bit of red. On the upside, Bharti Airtel, M&M, ONGC, SBI Life, Hindalco. So it's very, very scattered, really no clear trends. Eternal and Trent, two names from the consumption basket, still tracking some green. Nestle has, just about an 8-9 rupee move on it on the upside. But Pharma is all down, and this is what Ekta was telling us, that there is nervousness about what lies ahead. Right now, the Trump order that came in yesterday only talks about boosting local production, pharma production. It doesn't talk about limiting imports. But let's see, Cipla's, Reddy, Sun, everything is down. Reliance is the other one, which is down this morning. Geofinance, Reliance, these are other big names on the downside. But everything put together, it's very, very quiet on the Nifty. Now, again, about a 20-point up move. So it's flip-flopping, but the bulls are fighting back hard.
Well, that's right. Well, let's pull up a few stocks. Actually, some good earnings reactions that we have. DCM Shriram, the margins expanded by 300 basis points. So that stock, in fact, has opened up, gap up. The EBITDA number has gone up by more than 50%. DCM Shriram is the one that I'm talking about. Let's pull that up on the screen. CCL Products, the other one that's bursting away. Margins clocking 19.5%. The absolute EBITDA number was up by 35%. CCL Products, the other stock that's bursting away. Hind Rectifier, volumes not very, very high, but those numbers look good. Order book as well is high. And working capital days have come down over the last few years. So that's the other one that's up close to around 10%. Patel Engineering, I saw a flash, when we started our bazaar, that they've got an LOA worth around 1,300 crores from the Maharashtra government. So I guess that stock is higher. But remember, it's been a relative underperformer, and it's corrected sharply from the top. Swiggy, yesterday it was swigging it away. The stock was up close to around 15%. The street lacks some commentary that the management had said. It went up on very, very high volumes. The lock-in ends in the next few trading sessions, so we'll have far more stocks that will be eligible for trading. For the time being, it's cooled off a little bit. And Mahindra, what a beautiful stock that one is. It saw a sharp pullback in the month of February when there were the fears that Tesla is going to come in there. I'll tell you what, the stock is just 3.5% away from making a fresh 52-week high. So that's the kind of bounce back that you've seen on that name. And JSW Steel, there is hope that there is going to be some kind of rationality, some kind of some kind of news flow in favor of them, because as of now the street was factoring that maybe that Bhushan Power and Steel asset gets taken away from them, and you don't know how much of the money will they recover. For the time being, there appears there is some movement on that front. We'll get Sapna to explain to us. That's why the stock is more or less flattish. But Coforge, the stock of the morning.
Just to add, and we'll get Sapna in some time on this to explain, what seems to be happening is that the government, and there's no clear view yet, but it seems, and she spoke with the Financial Services Secretary, and it seems that there is a thinking, because this could cloud perhaps the IBC process, other resolutions that are underway as well. So the government is considering whether it wants to take a view and perhaps become a party in the matter in some way or not. So those thoughts are out there in New Delhi, and Sapna will tell us more. By the way, Yes Bank is up 7%. The Japanese coming, the big name doing the rounds is, of course, Sumitomo Mitsui. Stock's up 7%.
All right, well, so we got about 10-point lower on the Nifty, 24,450 is where we are at. Let's just look at the Coforge stock for a quick bit, and I'll give you a quick sense of the reaction coming through. 4%, I mean, numbers are outstanding, but remember, the market, the stocks, of course, come up quite nicely from lows of about absolute lows of about 6,000 rupees to about 7,600 as of yesterday. And, expectations were strong from Coforge. And of course, they've delivered maybe even better than what the expectation out there was. No question about what they've done relative to the rest of the industry. Apart from that, I think we are still kind of sort of, opening up. Market breadth overall, I spot more down than up now on an overall basis. Indian Hotels is the number one volume-led loser right now. It's down 3%, 780 on Indian Hotels. So it's got very large volumes on it, 2.5 million shares off the block. Cummins India is down 7%. I think we highlighted mentioned this earlier, but 7 lower now. Second largest volume-led loser. Nigel spoke about Swiggy, which is down about 2%. Paytm is coming up with large volumes as well. It's down 2.5%. Oro Pharma, if you want to talk about pharma names, Oro is down 4%. The rest are down 1, 2, 3%. But Oro is the big one, which is down 4.5%. Sun, Cipla, etc. I can spot as well. We spoke with RR Kabil, and the stock ended about 14%, 15% higher yesterday. It's down 2.5%, so it's just a little bit of a pullback that you're seeing. I can spot other pharma names, Divi's and Glenmark and Lupin. So these have all, by the way, got decent-sized volumes, which are there. And something like a Kalyan Jewelers is down about 2% as well to begin the day. It's completely swung now, fully 2:1 on the downside in terms of declines to advances ratio, although we'll have to see where we kind of go from here. On the upside, apart from what we've already mentioned, NetWeb was a big winner yesterday. NetWeb is up about 2% once again, on top of what we saw yesterday. OneSource Specialty, which is the CDMO company which Ektam highlighted in the morning, it's up 2%. So about 1695 or so. Tejas Network has had a very volatile last 2 weeks, 4% this morning on Tejas Networks. DCM Shriram, I think we did mention this.
Yes, DCM Shriram.
Yeah.
10% on DCM Shriram, 1110 on DCM Shriram. So big volumes as well coming through. And then I think we can look at a few other names
Couple of more names. Tatva Chintan, the stock is up close to 10%. Big move is what we're seeing on that one. And Unicommerce eSolutions, that's the other one. It's moving high on very, very large volumes. That is well up close to 7%. So select stocks with regard to news flow, with regard to good numbers, the street actually is gobbling them up. CCL Products, I think DCM Shriram, you mentioned, Hind Rectifiers, and a couple of other names.
We're just pointing out that the market started with a bit of a flare, including mid-caps, and now suddenly the color is a little different. It's not too much. Mid-cap index hasn't lost too much, but from the peak, it's down about 0.5%. So there's some element of caution creeping in, and advanced decline ratio, as of now, is negative.
Yeah, absolutely.